Guys, I still can't wrap my freaking head around this. I need your help because I keep thinking about this. I keep watching what Trump is saying, his reaction to the Epstein list. I keep seeing other people like Dan Bongino and them, their reaction to it. And I keep thinking, man, when I Google it though, when I try to Google information, there's so much I can't freaking read all that, man. I do remember watching a documentary about the Epstein case on Netflix, but after watching it, I still didn't know what really happened. Okay, so it comes down to this, guys, I appreciate this. We have people from both sides of the fence that watch this channel. I'm glad for that. I'm glad for that because I don't always know everything. And this time, I need you to tell me because I've been looking at this stuff and I'm like, what happened here? Either, either so much happened and there's so many people in our current administration that are guilty of something, or now hear me out, or this all dates back to that previous election, right? When all this stuff was going down, or it was all blown out of proportion for votes. Did they just blow this whole thing out of proportion for votes? Is that what they did? I keep thinking that, man, if that's the case, and there's no list, there's no evidence of a crime, then how the hell is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison for 20 freaking years? That woman's in prison for 20 years over a political freaking fight, over votes. Is that what happened, guys? Comment below if you know more about this than I do. Give me your take. Convince me. Prove me wrong. Because it's looking that way. Okay, I saw a video of what's his name, Kennedy, saying he was friends with Epstein. He was on his plane a lot. Okay, and his wife was best friends with Maxwell. Do you really think those two would be buddied up with a guy that's doing all of that? Or maybe he was doing it and they didn't know about it. I don't know. But guys, I'm not making light of somebody harming children. Hell no. If somebody is harming children, they deserve to go down. You know how I feel about that stuff. It's horrible, okay? But nothing would get people's emotions riled up more than to convince the public that something like that happened, and maybe it freaking did and maybe it didn't. Because now they're saying there's no freaking list, there's no evidence, there's no proof a crime was committed. If that's the case, how come we're not all in the streets saying free Ghislaine Maxwell? That woman's got 20 years in prison. Okay, that bothers me, man. That bothers me that woman could spend 20 years in prison because these guys needed votes, and they blew it out of proportion. Guys, convince me that's not right. Or if you believe that's right, convince me it's right. Okay, because I don't know what to think at this point. Because I was all in an uproar too. I was furious about the stuff the guy did. But then, now that I look at all this, I'm starting to question it all. I'm like, wait a minute. Did he really do that stuff? Or did they just blow that whole case out of proportion for votes? You don't think that's what they did, do you? Guys, if they did, oh my word. They ruined a lot of people's lives, man, over votes. Guys, come on. Comment below. Tell me your side, and I don't care if you're left or right. I appreciate that about you, because sometimes I get information from one side that I didn't get from the other, and vice versa, and it opens my mind to at least how you believe and how you think. But sometimes I change my stance on things, and I'm glad for that. So, prove me wrong. I'm starting to think they blew it out. Here's what I'm starting to think from all the evidence I've seen and all the stuff I've seen. They blew it out of proportion for votes. Okay, and Ghislaine Maxwell should not be in prison for 20 years. I don't know, and I like I say, I don't know everything. I don't know everything about this case, guys. Comment below. Tell me what you think, man, cause I need your help on this one, cause I don't know enough apparently. All right, so more videos coming. Till next time, dread out.